And then let me know if you can hear me and if I sound like a chipmunk. I think I figured it out. Anyways, say yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can see you. No, you don't sound like a chipmunk. Anyways, whenever you guys start typing, I'll know that I'm on. Oh, you got me, Ian? Huh? Yep. Can you hear me? It's normal? Nice. All right. Well, we have 5 minutes before we start. I was just starting early just in case I had to run away and do it from elsewhere because it didn't work yesterday. So yes, thank you so much. All right, so while I'm here, you guys are early. I have three people here. I got Armand, I got Troy, we got Ian, we have Leandre. If you guys have any questions on the workout today, just let me know. Any questions on the curriculum? If you happen to have the book, check in it. Any questions on any of the drills? Just let me know via the comment section right now. All right. And what else can I do? I guess I can show you guys some of yesterday's stuff too. I was going to talk about the scissor wrap dribble and and give you guys some hints on doing it. So let me turn this around real quick. Hand me a ball. All right. So the scissor wrap, we have a few different kinds. All right. We have Cam was doing it like this. Wrong. We had who else was there? Blake was doing it like this. Wrong. Armand was doing it like this. Wrong. I can do everyone else, but basically those are the main mistakes. You want to be able to stay in a straight line. So if I'm on this line right here, I'm going to go forward. I'm going to step. I'm going to throw the ball like that. Oh, that's so hard. It's so hard. Right there. There we go. All right, and you want to reach with it. I want to reach, but I also want to twist the ball. I want to smack my wrist. So when I reach, my hand is as far over here as possible so that you can see it. Right? And I spin the ball on the ground like that kind of, with the backspin. That's how I get it through with the spin. Right? And I spin the ball like this. So my thumb ends up turned on the other side of my body. I turn my hand. And if you want to do a move with it, that's here to there, like that. But it's more of like a fancy thing. I just want you guys to get it so you guys can understand how the ball works and some extra stuff. That's about it. All right. All right. So that's that. What else was there yesterday? Yesterday, the main thing that I was talking about was bravery and showing up. And when you show up to every single thing, you're being brave because, man, because if you mess up then, you'll look like an idiot. Like if you come to like half the practices and you mess up and you're just like the worst player, you're like whatever, right? But if you come to every single practice and every single workout and try your hardest and you still suck, now it's like, oh man, I'm so stupid, right? But there's bravery in doing that, going for it all and saying, yes, I tried my hardest and I failed is a very brave and powerful thing to do. So we need you guys to be that brave. And chances are, if you do try your hardest and you put in that much work, you won't suck. All right? Huge chance that you won't. So be brave enough. Today, we're talking about um, showing up equals not bravery today, but showing up equals intelligence. I was going to put smarts or smartness, but that wouldn't be a very intelligent word. So showing up equals intelligence. When you show up, again, yesterday I was speaking to the people that want to be brave, right? Today I'll be speaking about the people who want to be smart, who are smart, who want to see this thing in a smart way. So basically, what I'll be talking about is like when you show up, it's the smartest thing to do to show up to everything. You're giving yourself a chance. You're influencing your teammates to make them better. You make sure that you know everything, all right? And it's just like it's going to help you out in life. Missing things just ruins everything. So again, someone shouldn't have to explain to you why you should show up. So this day we'll all be speaking about intelligence and showing up. How much time do we have? Again, I started early just to make sure that the time was right. 1 minute. All right. But again, if you have any questions on the drills for the day, if you have the book, the elementary school drills, middle school drills, high school drills, any particular drill I can show you. If you don't, I'll just be speaking about one of the drills for each grade, all right, for each series of grades, first through fourth, fifth through eighth, and ninth through 12th. And again, here's your chance to speak to me and ask me about it. So you don't have to watch a video. I don't want to watch the video. I just want you to tell me, John. I want you to show me as if I were in practice. Here's your chance. And I can speak about it in depth right now. And I'm sure when you look through there, there's no way all you guys are like, yes, I understand every single drill. No, you don't. So just ask, okay? And again, be brave enough to ask. All right. All right. Well, let's begin. We are at. Let me pull it up real quick. Got my story arc. I put yesterday's notes. Like these notes that I go off of. I put those on our website from yesterday. So if you want to see what I was going to talk about, it's all up there. So if you want to just peek on that, it's on our website. But just so I apologize for yesterday, it going out. I think I figured out that it's because of the AirPods, me connecting after I started versus before I started. I think so. Today should work. But if I start sounding like a chipmunk, I'll try it without. Hopefully, it allows me to do it this time, but it should be okay. And for the rest of you guys should learn some chipmunk. All right, you can't be racist against chipmunks. Cool. Anyways, here we go. We're gonna start. The quote of the day is "Learn from yesterday." Learn from yesterday. All right, and you want to learn from yesterday, just like in history class, although it's boring and things like that. You can learn from our mistakes in the past, but also learn from your successes. All right, you want to learn from yesterday so that you don't you just want to improve upon who you were before. You don't want to repeat the same mistakes, and you want to basically steal from the past glories. So if I did that well then, well, I'm gonna repeat that. If they did that well, then I'm gonna repeat that. If I did badly then, or they did badly, then I'm not gonna repeat that. And then you should slowly get better and better and better. But only if you can remember yesterday and use your smarts. As for showing up all the time, you must remember the times when many showed up. And we've gone through so many. That's three words. Then realized it starts on Sunday. Yes. All right. There's so many different instances when we had a perfect team, and no one knew that they were perfect. Man, I remember like when Ian's team first started, we thought that we sucked. They were like, "Oh, this team's not very good," and Ian was on the bench. He was like our 10th player. But then above him was Will Balassi, Calvin, Dylan, and those guys were like, "Man!" And I kept hearing arguments about this. They kept saying, "Can we get a good team? Can we get some good players?" And they were saying that. They were like, "Can we do that?" And they were like the starters. I was like, "Who else do you want?" They're like, "Some players to compete." I was like, "I'm playing you against your level." Now that they've all gone elsewhere, they're like, "Man, if we could all be together, that would be so cool." And I'm like, "You guys are idiots. You guys are as stupid as the Oklahoma City Thunder when they used to have three different MVPs. If you can get a team, especially a youth basketball team, to just stick together, no matter who they are, from fourth grade, second grade, whatever, all the way through 12th grade, they would be one of the best teams in the country. But always, parents want to mess it up by switching teams, switching teams, switching team. I don't like the coach. I don't like this. Oh, I hate that this guy doesn't pass the ball. Just shut up and work through it. All right, and then you'll be great. I mean, because again, you must remember then. But the part that I wanted to say was remember when everyone showed up. Remember when it was exciting. And sadly, when you miss days, you contribute to everyone else missing days. Because when they show up, if they show up one day, some players, when they show up one day and you're not there, they'll be like, "I hate this team." Or they'll feel like less enthusiastic. But let's say that, the other end of it is if all 12 players on your basketball team showed up every single day and never missed a day, but one player missed one time, that player would feel so bad. But when you're not there too, they're like, "Well, you missed last Tuesday. I can miss this day." Now it's accepted. So by showing up, you actually force everyone's hand to show up more. So if you're smart, you will show up. Setting my timer right now. What I set it for is three and a half, because I have about 8 different things to talk about. 8 times 3.5 is about 28 minutes. Give it whatever. So that's how I time myself. So when I look at my watch, that's three and a half minutes ended. All right, next thing is desire. So our elementary school drill for the day that I'm talking about. Again, I'm trying to read through the comments just to make sure, but you guys are just talking about some randomness. All right, but it's 10 seconds tie game. Our scenario for offense and defense. 10 seconds tie ball game, and the question is who wants it more. And what you want to think about is you only want to take the last shot. You want the last shot. You don't want to shoot and have them have a chance for a full court shot. You don't want to shoot and then let them have a chance for a timeout. You want to make sure that you have the last shot. And on defense, you want to make sure that you don't foul and that they shoot the ball over your hand. Your hand is in their face shooting a shot. If they make it, they make it. All right. You get through the screens. You stay smart. All right. You still do all your stuff, but in the end, they don't get a wide open shot. So with that said, again, our play that we run is tangent. With 10 seconds left, we want tangent. But it might be a different sort of game where I might see something and I'll be like, oh man, really, Polly's working right now. Let's do the Iverson cut over, right? It's whatever happens to be working that game. But either way, we want the last shot. We want to shoot the ball as it's going, and if we miss it, it's a tie game. We're going to overtime. It's all good. As for the defense, again, you want to make sure that they're not getting open shots. So you want to get through screens. You want to push it. You don't want to go for stupid steals. Stay really, really. What is that word? Stay really disciplined. There you go. Stay really, really disciplined. So you're thinking, I don't need a steal that's not 100% sure because I don't want to give it an open shot. And if they make a crazy shot, they make it. Hat off to them and say, Damian Lillard, you shot a half court shot. You're right. Bye bye. All right. What is this? Should we play two versus two? You guys are just chatting. Okay. Let me get to the next one. Talking about showing up is you must be smart enough to realize what wins games. All right. What wins games? And you're not worried about anything that doesn't win the game for you. And when you show up to all the practices, you just show up. Your team shows up more, even though, heck, yeah, you're right. They should show up without you showing up, but they don't. All right. And I told Samantha this. I used to tell Samantha this. She wanted better players on her team, too. Everyone always wants better players. And this girl named Mia Mastrov, who wound up being on her team for high school, she came to a practice one day, and it was on a Thursday. I remember it. And she shows up to see what our program was about. And Sam wasn't there. Sam came 5 days a week, all the time. She's one of our leading people ever. That was the day that she didn't come. And I was like, Sam, Mia came, you weren't there. And she's like, but I can't be there every day. That's too much pressure. I didn't know she was coming. And I was like, oops. Now she's not on our team, and she never joined. So I mean, like that sucks. So if you show up all the time, you end up getting what you want. So again, be smart enough to realize that it sucks, but showing up gets you what you want. Next thing is our middle school drill, poly and pyramid. Poly and pyramid. Poly is our Iverson cut, where you go from one wing to the other wing. And you want to do it because if there's a screen, whatever side that they go on, they're going to lose. So if you're running from one wing to the next, hope you guys understand this. One wing to the next, if you go over the screen like this and they follow you, you're going to catch the ball and then go to the basket because they went the wrong way. If they hit the screen, you're going to go out, shoot your shot. If they go under the screen, you're going to come up and shoot this shot. So whichever way that they choose, left, middle, or under, they lose. But it's only if you're smart enough to look behind you when you're running over the screen and fast enough to work for it. And that's poly. Poly is the Iverson cut. And NBA terms, maybe some colleges, they'll call it an Iverson cut. For the other play, it's pyramid. For pyramid, we pass the ball to the wing, cut through, and then we screen across for the low post person. Then the high post person screens down for the shooter. And it's pick the picker. And what that play is, it's called America's play. For America's play, that's what they call it in college. They don't really run it for the NBA because I don't know why. But for college, they call it America's play, where you pick across down screen. They run it a lot for high schools too. And for defensively reasons, you want to know about lane rule, things like that. That we talk about getting through the screens and talking. So America's play, and we run these two plays together. And when the point guard's up top, he says either pyramid or poly, and then everyone else must react. And I do that because I need all five players knowing all five positions because we're going to rotate after that. And why we do this is because we want it to be complicated and we want everyone to know what everyone's doing. Even if you're not ever going to be point guard, I need you to know the point guard position so that when you're a big man and you see the point guard, you see him cutting, you know he's cutting because you've been there before and you can make that bounce pass to him. All right. So that's why I like these plays a lot. It's very confusing. And we like to do those together because it's the best way to make it a perfect play. And I know you guys didn't understand all that. That's why we have practice in person. Some of you guys need to move through it. And for those of you guys typing the entire time, I know you're not listening. So, hey, it happens. All right. So, again, what are you guys talking about? Nothing. Listen to John, yes. Again, hey, this is why teachers don't let you guys type. Oh, you can multitask? I don't know about that. We're going to find out, Mo. Okay, we're going to find out because you're going to be playing, and I'm going to see if you know some of this stuff. I'm going to be like, run Polly, and you're going to be like, I wasn't listening. I was typing to Leandre. All right. Anyways, and one more thing about everyone showing up. If everyone shows up, they know our plays. All right. And speaking of that, no, I'll speak about that later. All right. But if you show up to all the practices, then more people are going to know our plays because they're going to show up to practices. And if they know our plays, basically, let's imagine that you were John Sanders real quick back in high school. Basically, they will know how to get out of your way so you can go score. All right. So without that, well, you're going to drive and they're going to be right there. You're going to be like, what the hell are you doing? I'm trying to score. And they're going to be like, you didn't come last Friday. And when you didn't come last Friday, I didn't want to come Saturday. I didn't come Sunday because you weren't there. Who cares? I know you were there Saturday and Sunday, but I felt like they're not going to say that, of course, but they're going to be thinking that. They're going to think if you don't care, I don't care. All right. So when you show up, you keep the momentum alive so that other people want to show up. All right. And then everyone knows the plays. Everyone knows everything about it. So everyone can help you out, help them out. And then you win more games. Everyone's happier. It's more momentum. Basically, you get to be a better basketball player. So show up. Next thing is our high school one. High school, double post on the dribble. For double post on the dribble, you want to be patient. You want to be patient and you want to be aggressive. So when the low post has the ball, you do not double team. I don't care if we have a midget guarding them. No offense, Leandre. All right. But if they're in the low post, you wait. But when the low guy, when the post player starts to dribble, now the wing, now the weak side person, come and take it. You point to their chest and you swipe straight down and you snatch that ball from them because the big guy should not be dribbling on the inside. All right. And we're usually out guarded anyway, where they're way too big for us. So we need some help. But you don't leave too early because if you come too early, they get to make that easy pass back out to your man for a three. So, but you come on the dribble, you take the ball. Now, if that person dribbles and you try to take it and they pick up the ball off the dribble and pass it out to your man then for a three, that is a special human being. That's a special player. A big man, because big men can't dribble. They suck at it. And they can't dribble and pick it up and make accurate passes. They suck at it. But if they can, then they're an NBA player. And you just you get their autograph. All right. So make them do it, and make them understand that they can't just back you guys down. All right. But again, you can't come too early. All right. And with that said, when everyone shows up, we are all in the correct defensive positions as well. All right. It took me a long time to get our players to be in the right defensive positions. All right. Our best players ever at doing it were the girls. That was the worst part about when we switched over to just boys basketball. We have some girls still in our program, but we still have a whole bunch of girls. Um, like Josic, yeah, the Joker can make that pass, especially. All right, and but it took me a long time to get players in the right position. But the girls are smarter, so they got to the positions. And when everyone's in their positions, people can't score on three people. If every shot, let's say that a team shoots 40 shots a game, if every shot they're wide open, they're not going to make everyone, but they're going to make a lot. But if every shot you're like kind of there, like with one person, well, they're going to make maybe 30 out of 40 shots. If every time that they shoot a shot, you're right in front of them with your hands up, well, now they're going to make 20 out of 40 shots. If every single shot that they shoot, they have two people on them, with one person with the hand in the face and the other person right next to them, they're going to make 10 out of 40 shots. But what you guys do is you try to do it one time and they make it the shot right in front of your face. And then you go, I'm not going to try as hard anymore. Or you're just never there in the beginning, and then you get the layup after layup after layup. And all of a sudden the game's down, and you're down by 40. Now you try to do it. It's too late. You must make sure that every time you're in the middle, every time. It can't be John's reminding you again, why aren't you in the middle? Or you forgot as the guy drove, you didn't react fast enough. You were like, where's he going? Oh no, he's going to the basket. Let me run over there. What did you think he was going? As soon as he drives across that 3 point line, you need to start sprinting. As soon as he drives across the 3 point line, which is 23 feet away from the basket, he's 23 or 21 feet for high school. He's 21 feet away from the basket. As soon as he starts to drive, you who are 3 feet away from the block need to start running toward the block. You have 3 feet to run. He has 20 feet. I admit you guys are not that fast compared to other people. I totally admit. But you're not 7 times slower. You can go 3 feet by the time that they get to 21 feet. Even if they know that they're going first, they get to react first, right? It can't be that slow. So you just have to be there on the rotations. If you're there, always in the right spots on pick and rolls, everything like that, you're going to be hard to beat, no matter how bad a player you are. And you make their percentage go lower and lower and lower by making them shoot those hard shots. Next up is our homework. The homework. The homework. You guys all have your homework for your grades, but the one that I wanted to point out was the third grade homework for the day. Third grade homework for the day is watch all the plays. All right, and I say this. I say this because yes, you should watch plays. I say this because yeah, I watch plays. I say this because yeah, great players watch plays. Yes, it's going to help us win. Yes, but I mainly say it. I promise you, I mainly say it because I spent so many hours drawing up those plays. Oh my God. Even creating the page where all the plays are in a grid, and each one of the plays, I found an NBA team or college team doing that exact play. I took a snapshot of it. That's the play. So for the Iverson cut, it's Allen Iverson. I searched for it forever. Allen Iverson doing an Iverson cut. For the handoff one, I found someone doing handoff. For the side, I think it was Klay Thompson throwing a backdoor pass to Steph Curry. I found the exact plays for America's play. I saw someone screening cross down screen. You know how long I took searching freaking Google for that crap? Can you guys please check out the plays for me to make my life feel like it's worth something? Please. Anyway, John, I'm going to be gone from the July 2nd to July 8th. Where you guys going, Blake? I thought you guys were locked up in your compound. It's all right. Well, wherever you are, they probably maybe they don't have service. Okay, you don't have service. Gotcha. All right. Well, I guess I mean I rich people are supposed to get service anywhere on earth, but whatever. I guess you aren't that rich. There you go. All right. Anyways, they're going camping. Oh, so there's no service on purpose. I see. All right. Anyways, speaking of being in the right position, knowing our plays, next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we have practice. Not everybody, sorry, but for our seven that are going on the two trips. So Edward, Zach, Ian, Cam, Mo, Finn, and dang it, I'm missing one. Did I say Cam? Did I say Cam? Yeah. Anyways, all right, seven people coming, um, and we want you guys. Oh, Andre, coming to practice, and you guys are gonna be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Let me know in the and let me know in that text message thread that you guys can make it because again, saying that you're coming, say it, Finley. Saying that you're coming will make everyone else show up more. And I need to kind of refresh your minds on the defensive positioning, refresh your minds on some of our plays, and for those of you guys who aren't going, we're gonna actually live stream that practice. All right. So we're gonna start at I think it's like 4 o'clock. Yeah, during this. And the first 30 minutes of the practice will be the live stream with those people out there. So right here on this court, right here on this court, we are gonna have an actual practice. And you guys can watch it, you guys can learn from it. You guys can ask questions too. That's a great chance to be at practice. Then after that practice, we're gonna play. They're gonna play like 3-on-3, things like that. Maybe 4-on-4 if I jump in there, and then after that, they're gonna do the isolation workout for an hour, all together in four different corners. So we'll have one basket here. So that will be that, and we're gonna do that for 3 straight days before we leave. I think we leave on Thursday, or Friday or something like that, and then we're gonna be playing. So heads up for that. Next week's it's gonna be a fun week. And on Thursday and Friday when we travel, I'm trying to get all the guys to film a lot of their trip over there and the planes, like at least like 10 seconds in the plane from each of them. I'm going to make a video for it. So you guys feel like you're on the trip with us. I'll film a lot of it when we're there and everything too. Um, Next up, we have, oh, our last day of the challenge. Um, oh, did I mess up? I switched that. It's okay. Anyway, this was the homework. The homework is scissor rap dribbles. All right. And for scissor rap dribbles, it's the last day. And today, Cam showed me his, and he just went between his legs. But it's all the way around. It's all the way around. This is the last day that you could possibly post. I showed a few people beforehand, but I'm going to show you guys again, because showing up, you're here at the live stream, you get to see it. Last day of the Chastain Challenge too. Yep. Last day of a lot of things. All right. Last day of the world. You never know. We could all die tomorrow. All right. But anyways, here's the scissor rap dribble. All right. So like I said before we started, it's the scissor rap. You again don't want to go like this. You don't want to just throw your foot over it. You don't want to go like this. All right. You want to make sure. Let's see if these are in. Make sure you can still hear me. Can you hear me? Good. All right. You want to make sure that you're in a straight line like this. If I were on a straight line, you can see it right here. We're gonna go on the straight line. When I throw this ball, I want to bounce it, but I also want to twist it like this. I turn my hand so that my thumb's like this, but on this side of my body. I want to really stretch my arm as well. So I'm right here, and I go like that. The twist is a lot of it. All right. And you can try with the left hand. Can I do it left-handed? Oh, I can't. Let's try that again. Here we go. Let's get it. Oh, not quite. That's tougher. That's tougher. Let me get this. There we go. It wasn't quite straight though, right? So just keep working on that thing. You have today to post it. Make sure you guys take care of that. And I'm so close to getting it. So close. The first one you did, that you said not to do is exactly what I did. It's the Chastain Challenge from Finley. The Chastain Challenge is from Finley. Yes. John is getting old. Nah, I can never do that drill. I drill's hard. Anyways, let's go to the. Oh yeah, showing up also improves your skill. So if you're smart, you realize when you show up, you keep getting more and more and more skilled. Finn, don't say that. I'm definitely getting old, but I can still kick y'all's behinds. Uh, I don't know when that's gonna stop. Like I think the high school players can kind of hang with me a little bit, but honestly, will I just be able to just beat everyone until I'm like 60, 70 years old? When is this thing gonna stop? I'm just smashing you guys, smashing. Anyways, um, give me the next one is our movie of the day. Movie of the day that I want to bring up since it's all about showing up. Talking about the Mighty Ducks. That's our second grade movie, D2, the Mighty Ducks. All right, D2 is part two. But I noticed in this movie that the players they learn from their past mistakes. Basically, in the beginning of the movie, bad stuff happens, like all movies, and then toward the middle, toward the end, all of a sudden they go, just like last time. Let's do it this way now, and then they like learn. Oh my God, we learned our lesson like that, and it's kind of cute, but it's also kind of true. All right, you should be able to get knocked down in the beginning, and then go, wait, why were we knocked down? What did we do wrong? Were we not working as a team? Were we not doing this? Were we not doing this? Not doing what coach said? Yeah. And then you basically base everything off of that. You only get that by again showing up. Make sure everyone shows up. And the biggest thing with this movie was that they overcome demoralization. What that means is this: they are demoralized. At some point in the movie, all three of them, there was three Mighty Ducks. At some point in the movie, something bad happens, and they're like so sad. And it's like their best player got hurt, like Banks. I remember his name because he was rich. His name was Banks. I thought that was funny. But their best player got hurt, and they had to overcome that. And all of a sudden, he shows up at the end, and they're like, "Oh, he's here!" And then the second one, they had like some figure skaters and stuff like that. And like they had all these like they always have like a weird bunch of people, like guys who have never skated before. They have guys that were rollerbladers or like whatever. And it's a very, very fun movie. But in the end, you realize the team is nothing without all of them. And I think that's true because there's a lot of role players out there, and we all have our roles. And yes, you should want to strive to do everything, but in the end, you have your role. And if you don't show up, how could you possibly have a role anymore on that team? Because they have to keep, if you have a spare tire in the back seat and your first tire keeps going out and you keep using the spare tire, after a while, you make that first tire, you just throw it away. It's not dependable. So if you show up, if you want to be smarter and realize it, you want to keep your role and define your role by always being there and saying, hey, I could do this one thing well. I can defend, or I can rebound, or I can dive for loose balls, whatever. But you can always depend on me. So all the coach is saying is, well, do we want rebounds this game? And then the answer is yeah, 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 yeah. So they're going to put you in the game, all right, and they're going to make sure that you're there because you have basically monopolized. You have forced the coach's hand in making you a person that they need on the team because you always show up and they know exactly what you can bring to the table. All right, let me see, guys, stop yelling. Oh my, not what John. Oh yeah, don't even read it. Don't even read it. All right. Anyways, next up is our motivational story, and this is my last watch thing right here. Repeat. There we go. Your biggest opponent isn't the other guy; it's human nature. All right, and for human nature, what that means is like you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You're gonna make sure that you understand your human nature, understand what makes you tick, understand what weaknesses that you have in your mind. Like I told Cam earlier, he needs to he needs to learn in different ways. So that means that he can't. The coach can only teach it so many different ways. The coach isn't going to be like, okay, everyone clear the court while I talk to only Cam. It's not going to happen, right? So if you need that to happen during practice, you're screwed. You need to adjust for the coach. You need to adjust, but also human nature. You can take advantage of other people's human nature. So if you know that someone's going to get mad, make them mad. Make them get a T during the game. If they're that weak minded, like if I was playing against Finn, I would keep going until the ref call him, and then I would just egg him on until he got kicked out. Then I would be like, bye. Every single game that I play at Finn, I'll make sure he got kicked out of the game and got two T's, and I'll say bye again, bye again. Then I'll Instagram him later and say, hey, great game, nice 2 minutes, every single time. All right, so you can't be that weak person. All right, and for today, we're doing the Curry series, Curry layup as a 10th one, and then a step back series as the first four. I'm going to show you guys those because I have about 3 minutes or so. It's for the isolation. So this would be your best demonstration. Hopefully, Ben can restart his or whatever. But watch mine, learn from it right here because the fourth step back one is extremely hard. All right, I'll show you the Steph Curry one. This one's the one we'll do last. But watch the Steph Curry. I don't expect you guys to get it perfect because you only have a minute. Maybe you can practice it beforehand. Maybe practice it afterwards. All right, but here we go. Steph Curry and then the four step back series. All right. So for the Steph Curry, we're going with main line right here. You dribble up, you go in and out, 1, 2. Between the legs, 1, 2. Behind the back, 1. Catch it like that, turn it, and then 2 steps, 1, 2, and shoot. If I go faster, it goes like this, and I'm like this, like that, and then I score. All right. So that's just the move. And again, you have to know all the parts. It's in and out, 1, 2, between the legs, 1, 2, behind the back. And the opposite foot is forward. That's the hard part. Then I take my 2 steps. I can do it right hand or left hand. For the other one, I'm gonna go between my legs. Start with the opposite hand like this. Go stutter step. And I'm gonna eventually go between the legs, behind the back for a shot. But the first one that I'm doing is just between the legs for a layup. So go stutter step, between the legs, football catch. 1, 2, score with this hand. All right, so this is the old Derrick Rose move. I'm here, stutter step here, 1, 2, and then score. And then I'm gonna fake that same move and go between my legs, try to go underneath both knees. You're here, boom, 1, 2, jump back, Notice that I am diagonal. I'm not like this. It's way easier like that, but no, it's tight. It's tight like this because that is where I would have driven right there. So I go here, I turn sideways like this so I can protect the ball when I pass it back so the ball's away from them. Here, and then I jump back behind that foot and I twist back to my shot. The last one is I hesitate, second to last one. Here, hesitate, cross, 1, 2. Again, I go back along that line with 2 steps. So I go here, stutter step, 1, 2. I bring my hand up and my eyes up like this, right by the ball. And then I take the leg that has the ball, I step across my body with the 1, 2 step. So again, that's right here. Boom, 1, 2, back, 1, 2, shot. For the last one, really hard, I'm gonna go for a layup off that. Again, I'm here, 1, 2, back, and I go crossover, but instead of going forward like this, I'm gonna go forward and hide the ball like this. See that? I dribble right behind me. I dribble there to protect it. And after that dribble, I'm gonna take 2 steps to score. Here, and then 1, 2. I push the ball the same time as the step. Kind of like when we go against the screen on pick and rolls. So all of it. It's like this, back, cross, like this, and then 1, 2. And those are the moves for the day. I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes. Let me flip this thing around. All right, so that's about all that I can say about that. Make sure that you guys look at it. I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes. And that's about it. All right, peace, guys. Have a nice camping trip, everybody. All right, see ya.